near, far, wherever you are. Martinius last name. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the adventures of that same guy. Get out of here, Skellington. Today, we are going with Serana to Castle Volkar. Why can't I pick this man up? He's so heavy. We're going to Castle Volkar's courtyard. Actually, let's get indoors. Don't know about you guys. It's fucking loud here, eh? And we're going to track down Valerica, Serana's mother, who apparently has run off with a scroll, which is very inconsiderate of her. Serana also yesterday confessed her undying love to us, despite the fact that we've only been traveling for about 5 minutes, which was very strange, and we're going to forget it ever happened. Serana? Who's Serana? You might be asking. God, I wish I could be asking that.
On some days, this would smell just... Be glad you weren't here then.
So it occurred to me as well. I was thinking about this after the fact. That, you know when she said, oh, they used to use this area of the castle for supplies? Well, it's full of, like, feral vampires, death hounds, skeevers, and skeletons. And a shitload of human bones. I bet what they meant by that is they used it for delivering... they used it for bodies, didn't they? Bodies to be delivered, smuggled in by thralls or whatever to be eaten.
Oh, but I will have your blood.
Will you? Stop moving, madam. I'm trying to kill you. Well, that's really disorientating. Thank you. Journal fragment. Elven Dagger of Fear. Oh, there we go. God, Jesus. Well, I was swinging in all the directions that I didn't actually want to be swinging in there. So, I suppose we'll continue our adventures through Castle Volkar and through Dawnguard. See how far we can get through, Hello? Was that a bloody spider I hear? See how far we can get through this lovely, lovely DLC. It's locked up. Yeah, it is. Okay, fair enough. I love that the castle architecture just completely changes there. That's good. So we've gone back to the axe. We did try Stendar's hammer very briefly at the end of yesterday. But it's just not viable. Obviously, the 1,000 weight aside, which already makes it a little silly. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? Because it means we can't really pick much up. We'd have to be constantly storing stuff in our chest, in the portable chest that we've got. More importantly, the hammer wasn't even that good. It sent enemies flying, but enemies don't take fall damage or whatever. Take a left up here. Are those skeever sounds or are those spider sounds? Either way, it's like actually incredibly loud. I have to turn this down in my ears. I don't know why it's so loud today. Holy shit. Spider, look at all these ruined books. Latoria, it's a good day to be you, my friend. Oh. Oh, there you are. I wonder what the fuck that was. Brilliant. I wasn't attacking the other death hound that was actually attacking us because I thought it was Serana's death hound. What a mess. Just dump some more bodies down it. Hello? Oh. Oh, this is how you catch something. COVID-21. I probably shouldn't even joke about that. That's it. The whole channel's gone now. It's all your fault, Serana.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, I don't? Oh, okay. Sorry. Channel's back on. Sorry, my bad. She's giving us another episode. I kind of want to keep my distance, you know. She's a bit weird. She's a bit forward. She's like, in the most literal definition, she's being a bit of a cougar. She's like 4,000 years old. And we're like, you know, 200 or whatever. Because he's part elf. But he's like an older guy. But he is still part elf. So I think he'd be like, maybe like 150, something like that. No, he'd be about 200, wouldn't he? I think it was a spider. I hate to say it. Hello? Oh. You sounded a lot more bigger and threatening than I assumed you would be. So a regular old frostbite spider. That's a bit boring.
Let's see how you like this.
Let's see how you like this. Are you alright? What is she doing there? She's turned into fucking Gollum. Like, hunched over. How strange. How do we get up there? Weird. So I assume we backtrack a little bit now. And then we take the rest of the bridge over the... Ah, yeah, here we go. Hello. What are you doing down there, friend? Gah! Right, which way did we come from? I'm actually very lost right now. Ah, here we go. It's the way to get down there, I guess, safely. Or the way back up if you fall in.
I'm starting to get a bit tired.
I'm starting to get a bit tired. Oh, well, perhaps we should have a sleep. Oh. Dickhead. What kind of an idiot runs into a trap? Which way then? I guess it's this way, right? Watch out for the... Ow, cantrips. What do you call a cantrip? Wait, we've been here as well. What the fuck? What do you call a cantrip hanging from the ceiling? I guess just spikes. I should consider taking a bath soon. That's because we are coated in, hepatitis A through Z at this point. Manky old spikes. Covered in blood. Oh no. What's wrong with it? Not that bad. She's like, oh
what
no.
What happened to this place?
What,
Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead.
Well, no
It's
shit.
like we're the first to set foot here in centuries.
It's just a neglected garden. When she was like,
into
oh
the castle's
no.
Great Hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals.
He boarded up the Great Hall. Why? What's wrong with him? What a weird man. I hate this Great Hall. Board it up. Not, like do something else with it. So I found a moon.
Beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years.
She's
I would have hated to see
speaking
it like
about some
this.
shit.
Wait.
What's up? She's noticed something. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Yep. The dial.
Something's wrong with the moon dial here.
They
Some
are.
of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I
Crazy.
didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
She's saying if we run it really fast, there'll be a secret passage. Look. Damn it. Well, I'm all out of ideas. Let's go find these fucking crests then. So that's where we came in, right? Where are they? I mean, they're pretty... Oh, there's another one here. This place is huge. I still don't know why you would just board up the Great Hall. You could have rented that out. Put some vampire lodgers in. Made himself a fortune if it's like a fucking full-on Great Hall, eh? What a fool. Absolutely no business acumen, these vampires. There's one. How many are missing? It's like 3, isn't it? Alright, full moon. So that would go there. Okay, and then we're missing like 2 more. Oh, one's a new moon. Okay, so we're missing like a waxing crescent or something like that. Hello? No? Hello? I mean, Serana, you could fucking help, pal, rather than just standing around. Oh, God, jeez. Oh, it's just unbelievable. Oh, that was it. Oh.
Very clever, Mother.
I had the other one in
clever.
my inventory.
I've never been in those tunnels before, but
Just
I bet
didn't
they'd
try
run
placing
right
it.
under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer.
Okay. What about these
Let's
other
go.
doors, though? Do we not need to worry about those? Hang on. Map. Local map. North Tower, East Tower, Undercroft. Where do we even come from? North Tower, right? I have no idea. There's also the Volkahar Undercroft. Do we not want to go and have a look? Alright. Well, you know what? Let's press on then, pal. See what we can find under here. Does this even work? There's like no machinery. A lot of mysteries they got to... I mean, they've got magic. I suppose that probably gives them a bit of a bonus when it comes to architecture. What? Serana's turned into a gemstone. Serana? The fuck? Am I on my own now? Hey! Why is she not coming down here? Oh. Oh, no. What is it, Serana?
My fellow traveling companion.
Ah,
Doesn't
not
this
again.
courtyard look nice? It's serene in a certain way and uniquely beautiful, like a certain...
I can't. But it's making me. I don't want to. Is there something you want to say?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, actually, yeah. The garden didn't age well. No, I wasn't talking about you. Well, I was.
I just need a moment. Ah, God.
Well, it's entirely possible. Now, enough of that. We got a job to do.
Oh, she's so quirky and tsundere, and it's not like I like you or anything, Martinius.
Well, you really screwed that one up, Serana. Nice. You really are a damn onion.
Can I behead her now? Oh, God, I hate
I've never
it.
even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Just saying, don't pull that. I'm not sure what that did. Oh, it closes that back up. Well, let's leave that open then. That's like our only escape route. Oh, Jesus. I can't handle it. If we're going to be interrupted during all of these, what are meant to be quite large, impressive cinematic moments, just for her to awkwardly say shit in my direction, I'm going to be very upset. Very uncomfortable with this whole thing. Get fucking murdered. Bonk.
I'm not gonna die like this.
Oh, an Eldritch page. That's what I'm looking for. Which ones are the bad guys? There's bloody loads of them left. Conk. Ah, Nordic fragments too. Fantastic. You know what? I don't think... You know when I said... You know when I said, hey, let's see what replicas we can make? I don't think I actually did at the time, did I? And we've got like a million T ruined books for Latoria. Well, now it's a million T plus at least 11 there. Holy crap. I'm just hoarding so much stuff that I need to use, because at some point, if we don't use it, it's gonna become useless, right? Like Latoria will provide treasure maps and rare books, but eventually we're gonna find all the treasure maps and rare books if we're not careful. Ah, the cantrips. Don't scream at me, sir.
Oh no, you don't.
So, oh right, yeah, okay. So one thing I did between episodes actually was someone pointed out that we're probably not getting the heavy armor bonuses because we were wearing leather armor plates. So I made some orichalcum armor plates instead. They just provide another bonus to your armor rating. We're at 1,003, which is pretty obscene. But these provide a bonus to our armor rating as well, and it counts as heavy armor. So, all in all, actually not bad. Right, this way first then, I guess. Oh, I probably need some of these for my gallery, but that's okay. Ancient troll skull from the lost crypts of Castle Volkar.
Enough mucking about. Let's do this.
I mean, I know this is in the crypts of Castle Volkar, but I mean, it's a giant abandoned hall filled with skeletons. I mean, it's a crypt by default, right? How many dead people do you have in a room before it becomes a morgue? So let's say, for example, you run a retirement home, right? And 5 residents die overnight. I don't know. Maybe there's a big bolt of lightning, gives them all simultaneous heart attacks. Maybe there's something in the food. Whatever. Okay. Fucking. Maybe something happens where multiple of them die. Okay. What's the crossover point between retirement home and morgue? Because you can't say the sign on the door, because that's not enough. Otherwise, you can put a sign on the door in the morgue and say it's a retirement home as long as you got the fucking caretaker who's alive in there, you know? There needs to be a living to dead ratio. Physical attacks just aren't. Right? She deposed him. There needs to be a ratio, I think, of living and dead before something can be counted as not a graveyard. Is it now we're at the point where how many humans have died over the whole, I suppose it depends on the definition, really. But what my point was going to be, like, more humans have died than are living. Right? I mean, obviously. Even though population has swelled to a frightening degree, we're all going to die due to lack of resources, and that will be the true cause of World War III. But...
I knew
motherfucker! I thought you were Serana's friend. Because he's got that kind of blue tinge. Turns out it's from our debuff, from our alteration debuffs.
There you are.
Do you honestly
Bonk.
think you stand a chance?
Anyway, my point was more like, you know, if that's the case, surely Earth is going to be a... Oh, I'll take your silver candlestick. Earth itself would be a graveyard, because...
Close quarters it is then.
An unnecessary thing to say. Because more people have died than they're living. And that is my thesis now. I'll take my doctorate in the post, please. Thank you. Is Earth a graveyard? Sounds like a shitty Netflix documentary. Martinius goes undercover to some of America's
Are you alright?
most forgotten towns. Oh dear. I do like the way the freeze magic, I mean, quite literally freezes them in place. It's quite a fun little feature. I'm getting the strangest deja vu. How many fucking dining rooms does a castle need?
Close quarters it is then.
Especially because apparently Harkon boarded up the actual dining room. So what are all these 3 other rooms that we've just gone through? This is the dining room for foreign statesmen visiting from the eastern provinces of Hammerfell. What? Go on. Pull it first. Don't pull it, mate.
There
Bonk.
they are.
There they are. Nothing gets past you. Except apparently,
That's enough out of you.
That's
Enough out of you.
like non-cringy dialogue. Oh, she's talking to me. Sorry. Sorry, I've got to be quiet now.
There they are.
There's so much about this
Enough out
game
of you.
that makes it so impossible. What did that do? Oh. Shit. Maybe that's open by this. Maybe we're fine. I was going to say, there's so much about this game that makes it just impossible to be taken seriously, eh? That's where we came from earlier, so don't worry about that way. Just shit like that. Spooky skeleton shuffling up the stairs. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you.
There you are.
Gargoyle made of
That's
fucking
enough
rock.
out of you.
That's enough out of you. There you go, see? Gargoyle made of rock. Just bash it with your butt, your hammer. That'll stagger it. Heavy armor increased to 73. All I did was walk up a flight of stairs. Oh. You'd assume some of this stuff in the armory would be worth way more, seeing as it's, again, from, like, Castle Volkihar. We just I think this just allows you to bypass the segment, doesn't it? What the hell is even that?
Oh, you're dead.
Hello. Bestial Howler. Speak of the devil. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Now's a good time. This is actually the perfect time to be learning more about werewolfism. To record for the gallery, of course. Although, this might drop our armor rating so low that we get absolutely fucking annihilated. Ooh, woo. Get him. Yeah. This is a great time to be training this up. Because we're not going to upset anyone. No one's going to see us. Get in there, Martinius. The only problem is, a little bit dark. Because now we don't have our magic lantern anymore. That's what to be trifled with. What a bizarre thing to say. Oh, there we go. Good work. Now, how does this work then? So we just get new perks become available after feeding on corpses. How do we feed on corpses? Oh, you just maybe E on a corpse. Search. Ah, there you go. And then you can also steal their stuff afterwards. Daedra heart, nice. What about a skeleton? I assume we can't eat a skeleton. They don't really have many good bones. High source of calcium, bad source of werewolf experience. Oh, we can eat a gargoyle. We have to go back through the entire castle now and devour them all. I assume you can't eat skeletons. It's kind of hard to even test it because it's like, what about this one? Okay, so you absolutely. Oh, yes, you can't eat skeletons. Everything else is fine. I suppose we can just stay wolf form for as long as possible here. That way, if you see any more of those bloody howlers or whatever the hell they were called. Where are we supposed to go from here? Oh, right, we leapt down. That's it. Hello. Nothing of any use. I mean, it's kind of a cool team. There's a really good mod that lets Serana use her Vampire Lord like power in combat. Like, there's no reason she shouldn't be able to do it, I guess, just because it reminds her of Harkon, you could argue. But she... I mean, she went through the same ceremony. She's daughter of Cold Harbor. There's no reason why she shouldn't be able to use the same Vampire Lord power as Harkon can. I don't know why they didn't do it as default. I guess it's a little overpowered. I was just thinking in a situation like this where we're a big fucking werewolf and she's a big fucking Vampire Lord. It is a little... It would be a little overpowered, wouldn't it? Maybe slightly over the top. Gargoyles? Yes! Flash!
It's
Are we transforming back? What happened there? We're fine. Feed. Nice. We managed to get it.
Close
Okay.
quarters it is then.
Good shit. Fuck him up, Serana. No, don't transform back. Don't transform back.
Out of you.
Let's try and get a lot of experience while we're here. This is the best place to go for it because it's just, you know, like no one's going to see us. It's hidden. Oh, Ocato's recital works on werewolf form. Oh, that's very powerful.
Are you alright? Let me know if you need anything.
I need you to not freeze them solid because apparently we can't eat frozen solid gargoyles. Which, I mean, would make a lot of sense. Probably break your teeth on
I
that.
don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
Do you think so? I bet it's this
Leave it
candlestick.
to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a horrible child you were then, eh? Oh, look. Search wardrobe. No, I want that. What's that? Okay. I want that, though. It's not letting me take it. Maybe we can't take it. Weird. Alright, doesn't really matter too much. I think it's just some enchanted vampire gear, isn't it? Rune books for Latoria. Even Werewolf Martinius knows that's a good idea. You have to be werewolf in third person, unfortunately. I would like to not do this either. Fucking hell. God, it's so dark. Ah, here we are. Serana, look. It's a circle, a stone circle. And I just assume that is what we're looking for.
Look at this place. This has to be it.
Uh-huh.
I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at
Why
her.
do vampires have to be necromancers by default?
She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
Mm-hmm. Put the light back on now.
I'm not sure about
Oh,
this
thank
circle,
God.
but it's obviously something.
Whoa, look at all this. Serana, these books are coming with me. Well, maybe not the ones that we don't need, obviously, but the ruined books are. Sure she won't mind. They are ruined books after all. Oh, bollocks.
Let's take a look around.
Hello.
There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
Okay, what are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
I think the worst part about the,
I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig
I think
it
the
up.
worst part about the kind of Serana romance shit, which is, you know, just kind of throwing me off, is that obviously when she's not, like the modded, the person they've written as part of the mod, the Serana that they've written is nothing at all like the Serana normally in Skyrim, right? They're completely separate characters entirely. They've got completely separate motives, completely separate things that they want to do. Finally ground bone meal. Oh, that was convenient. It just doesn't make sense to me that they're just completely not at all the same, are they? And that's what's putting me off the most. I think if it was believably done... Oh, great. I think if it was believably done, it would be fine. I wouldn't have any complaints at all. You can have all your cringy dialogue as long as it's actually at the, you know, like good timing and maybe even, I would say, after the main quest entirely. Because it feels weird. She's like, I mean, not to get like all ludonarrative dissonance and whatnot because it's a video game, but she's also a fucking like ancient vampire, 4,000 years old. You think she'd have a bit more social experience? I know that she's, you know, supposed to be all sheltered and isolated and whatnot, but she'd have more social experience than, well, than what we've got going on right now. Oh, Serani, you're such an onion. Maybe she would, maybe after 4,000 years, she'd be way above that. Maybe she wouldn't even be interested in that side of things. And to be honest, I think that would wait for a way more compelling character, you know, like they did in Natural Skyrim. But then again, I did bring this up on the tier review. It's also a mod. You wouldn't go ahead and download it. And only to complain about it. It's only because it was included by the mod pack by default. But I do think it doesn't really work as a concept. I can see evidently now why they didn't have it in the base game. Anyway, that's all the shit collected for her. You fucking see that? Yeah, that's right. Play Call of Duty Black Ops.
Any luck yet?
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just
What are
found
you
them
talking about?
fascinating.
Had a bit of a thing for magical... I wasn't implying that your mother had like a fucking animated magic wand, pal. I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
It says, Serana, please
I
stop.
only know what she told me.
You're embarrassing
She
me.
had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Okay. What did you care where souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal.
Uh-huh.
If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
Okay, what do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards.
Oh, that's
some
convenient.
finely ground bone meal.
That is
A
too.
good bit of purified void salts.
Oh, nice.
Damn it.
What's up?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's
Literally
good
not how it
enough.
works.
Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
All right, I've already found all the ingredients.
Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel. and
I've
look at
already
the
rubbed
rest.
your mother blind. All right, place the ingredients in the vessel. I don't think there's anything else we want, is there? Where does this go? Volkahar balcony. Oh, how romantic. Let's avoid that like the fucking plague. Bill, portal vessel. Hey, Serana. The cake is light. Get it? Like, portal. I hated that fucking meme. I hated it then, and I hate it
Then the
now.
rest is up to me.
Yeah,
Are you ready to
bleed.
go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
What if, you know, the bit where she was like, the problems with these portals can be gruesome. What if it actually just fucking blew up? Like, leveled most of Skyrim? Can I ask something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Uh-huh. Sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
Uh-huh. We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her.
Aww.
Thank you. Are we ready then?
Martinius is so nice because he's got basic human decency.
All right, here goes.
Whenever you're ready. I mean, it's quite literally. All you have to do was turn there very slightly. You slice it open on their helmet. Right through the fucking
Blood of
gloves.
my ancestors.
That was...
She actually did it. Created a portal to the soul cairn. Incredible.
Those gloves cost me a fortune. Eastron's going to be pissed. Vampire blood all over his Dawnguard gloves. To the soul cairn. You coming in or like...
Are you all right? That looked painful.
Am I right? That looked painful. What? Oh, it was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that.
What
Sorry.
happened?
It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
Oh, so there's no way in?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
You saying I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I guess?
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could
We're a
just
wolf
pay
man
the
now.
toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Oh, good.
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them.
That sounds like a
It'll
horrible
make you a bit
idea.
weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We've
I
got
wish
a
I knew
choice
better
then.
way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that
Soul Trap
whatever
or
path
Vampire
you choose,
Martinius?
I won't think any less of you. Sometimes
Can we
things
become a
just have to be
hybrid?
done. I know that better than anybody.
Oh my god. Martinius knows the danger of soul trapping. He literally has Azura's star right now on his belt, in his pocket. He knows that he's at 100% in enchanting. He's got level 100 enchanting. As good as, if not better than Valerica. He knows the dangers here. But vampirism is a new path we've never gone down. 2 vampires fighting for the Dawnguard would be pretty cool. But what about a wolf blood? What would happen? Become a horrible weird vampire. Oh, no. No.